Hey, what's up guys? Radku here, back with another Yu-Gi-Oh video. Today is going to be Unchained. Now this deck is like a really good rogue deck and is really good this format. So like basically most decks in this format are like very control heavy, but like this deck works around it so well. It sets up some great interruption and it's really just a super solid deck that most decks can't do much about. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. Starting things off, I play 3 copies of Unchained Twins Aruha. This card is like one of your main starters in the deck. You can target one card you control. You cannot special summon monsters for the rest of the turn, except Fiend. Also destroy that target, and if you do, special summon this card from your hand. So basically, almost all the Unchained cards have effects when they get destroyed. Usually they tag out and maybe sometimes give you a separate effect. But this card is a great card for just destroying it and getting a free summon on the field, which is really good. Then if this card on the field is destroyed by card effect, except by its own, or by battle, you can special summon an Unchained from your deck, which is really good. So all of its effects are hard once per turn, but that's fine because like this card's super solid. Like this is one of your main starter cards, and you want to see as many of the Unchained Twins in your hand as possible. Excuse me. I play 3 copies of Unchained Twins Rika. This card is a quick effect destruction, which is actually really good. So you can target one card on the field, destroy it. Also, you cannot special summon except Fiends for the rest of the turn. Sorry. So, yeah, it locks you into Fiend cards, but, it's still pretty good just to get a free pop on the field, especially on a quick effect. So, like, it's really good, and then if it gets destroyed, it just tags itself out. Yeah, really good. The Unchained Twins are really easy to abuse because they all just special summon another one from the deck, and it's really easy to flip back and forth between them. And then I play 3 copies of Unchained Twins Serrama. You can target one Unchained card in your graveyard, except Serrama, set it, then you can destroy one card you control. Or then destroy one card you control. So this card is actually really good, and I don't know why people don't play it at 3 copies. Like, you can use both of its effects, once per turn, so like it's not like you're losing anything and you're basically getting a free special summon. Like sure, this card is more set up for follow-up plays, but like it's still really good like as a starter, because you'll easily be able to like normal summon an Unchained Twins Rika, use its effect, pop a escape, use the effect of escape to special summon Serrama, then use Serrama to reset the escape, and then you can pop it again. But like even though it's once per turn, like it still works. Or you could pop like the Rika to special summon one of the bigger boys from the deck. Then I play 2 copies of Unchained Soul of Disaster. You really only want to play 2 copies of each of the big Unchained cards, because the problem is they brick really easily, because only one of them has a special summon effect. So really your main goal is to special summon them from the deck with your Unchained Twins and your Unchained spells and traps. But like they're still pretty good. Like you want to have them at more than one because you want to go into them more than once, but like still like it's really good. This card, if it's destroyed by battle or card effect, target an Unchained in your graveyard, special summon it. Then, its other effect, you can target one monster your opponent controls immediately after this effect resolves, link summon. So, that's actually really good. The thing is, like, this card is set up for second turn plays. This card's set up for first turn plays. It's actually, like, really good. On top of the fact that your extra deck cards are very similar, where they have a quick effect, tag out effect. So, like, this card's really good to set that up. I played 2 copies of Abominable Unchained Soul. You could run this at 3, but I don't suggest it because this card does brick really easily. Like, you really need to draw into your Unchained Twins. But like this card's still pretty good. Like it's a free special summon. if a card you control is destroyed by battle or card effect, special summon it from the hand. Then if this card special summon, discard one card, destroy one card. Pretty easy removal. On top of the fact that it's really easy to special summon in this deck, especially with your Unchained Twins being able to tag out into them, is really good. I play 3 copies of Tour Guide. I used to play this at 2 copies, and then I ran the Dark Spirits, but I really didn't like the Spirits in the deck because they just really didn't accomplish what I thought they would. But, like, this card is, like, really good. It's basically just a free special summon on any of them. Like, even though it negates their effects, you can still use them for Xyz plays and maybe even go into a Zeus, which is really good. On top of the fact that this card is just a great card in general for setting up Link plays, even though, because literally you can use like Tour Guide, normal summon, go into a Rika, use them to both go into an Unchained Soul of Rage, and then you've instantly set up your first turn combo play. I play, going into the hand traps, just play a generic lineup for this format. 3 copies of Ash, 3 copies of Skullmeister, 2 copies of Crow, and 2 copies of Ghost Spell. I think this is like a very generic hand trap lineup. On top of the fact that this deck is more of a compact engine, so you can really just run a ton of hand traps and not lose a lot for the deck. Because, like, really you only need 2 cards, like one of your Unchained Traps and one of your Unchained Monsters, which is, like, then you can set up your easy first turn combo, which is really good. Then I play 1 copy of Monster Reborn, 1 copy of Upstart for consistency's sake, 3 copies of Abomination's Prison. I didn't play Wailing of the Unchained, I think, because it's just not a very good card, but this card is just a searcher for the deck. Plus, it has the same effect where if the set card's destroyed, you get to special summon. I actually used to... There were 2 cards that I played in my budget variant of this. I played a Dark Hole to destroy the monsters, and I played Twin Twisters to destroy the traps, or spells and traps. But I just really thought that... Twin Twisters was just a bit much for the deck, because if you drew into one or the other, it just wouldn't work, and I felt like it just wasn't good enough to warrant playing it anymore. But, like, still, like, you have such good consistency cards like Abomination's Prison. Like, it doesn't really matter if you can't pop your traps right away, because you'll easily be able to get into your twins, which can easily trigger off your combo effects. I play 3 copies of Pot of Desires. You play 3 of everything you really need in the deck, other than, like, your Unchained Souls, which even then, like, if you banish 1 of your Unchained Souls, it's not going to really matter. Going into the traps, I play 3 copies of Abominable Chamber of the Unchained. It's a free special summon from the grave. Like, really, that's all it's used for. It's great for combo plays, because you can set up stuff like an Unchained Soul of Disaster, and then Link Summon, which is really easy. On top of the fact that you can special summon from the deck when it's popped, which is also very good. And then I play 3 copies of Escape of the Unchained. So this card is usually played as a 2 of, but I kind of like it at 3 just because it gets 2 pops on its normal effect, and you just really want to see your Unchained cards so that way you can gain more advantage off of them. Like, sure, Wailing of the Unchained is like a more toned down version of this, but like, this is an easy way of just popping your opponent's cards too, and I think that's really good. So that is it for the main deck. Going into the extra deck, I played 3 copies of Unchained Soul of Rage. So basically, the whole point of the Unchained is to go into the Link monsters turn 1, then during your opponent's turn, you can randomly disrupt their plays by using them as Link material, which isn't really its effect, because it's more of a way of summoning, so your opponent can't really negate it in a way. So, it needs 2 monsters, including an Unchained Soul monster, which means that you can use your Tour Guide to go into your Rika, and then use your Rika to target itself, pop it, then you get a free special summon from the deck. You can use Soul of Disaster, then you can quick effect use your opponent's monsters to even go into an Anguish, which is really, really good. Like, it's a basic combo play with the deck. And then this card is just super solid. During your opponent's main phase, like, really easy to pull off. Quick effect, you can target one face-up special summon monster your opponent controls. Immediately after this effect resolves, link summon one link monster except Unchained Soul of Rage by using only the that monster your opponent controls and this card you control as material. Then if this card on the field is destroyed by card effect, you can target one fiend in your graveyard, add it to your hand. So this card's really, really good. Like, on top of the fact that it just has recurrence, it's a quick effect link summon. Like, it's basically IP Masquerade on crack. Like, this card is crazy. Like, it's really, really good. Then it's very similar to Unchained Soul of Anguish. Just needs 2+, including an Unchained Soul monster, so it's pretty easy to just use your Unchained Soul of Rage. So you can target one card your opponent controls immediately after this effect resolves, link summon, blah blah blah, and this card is material. Then if this card on the field is destroyed by battle or card effect, target one in the graveyard, add it to your hand. It's very, very similar to Unchained Soul of Rage, except this card can do link summon anytime it wants to. Like, you could link summon during your opponent's end phase. Like, they summon a Cleaford Tower, you're like, nope, link summon. Like, seriously, it's really, really easy to pull off their effects, plus their effects are great disruption. Then I play 2 copies of Unchained Abomination. This card is actually really good. Most people will only play it at 1 copy in this deck because there are better link forwards you can go into, but I actually really, really like this card. This card is basically just pop a card no matter what, and that's always going to be a super solid effect. Like, no matter how much people deny it, people are still going to someday realize that Unchained Abomination is an amazing card. I played 1 copy of Topologic Bomber Dragon just for some destruction. On top of the fact that Topologic Bomber Dragon, if you special summon like one of your Unchained twins onto the field, then you nuke the entire field with it, but not this card. Like, it's so good. Like, you nuke the field, then you're easily able to recur with your Unchained twins into your bigger Unchained, so that way you can get some super solid effects on top of the fact that you could go into Soul of Disaster and still set up some really good combo plays. Play 1 copy of Boral Sword as just a different option. You're not really going to go into it much. Like, you can link summon using this card, but like, you're not really going to do that much into Boral Sword because it needs 3 materials. Like, a better option here is an access code. Like, just because of the versatility, on top of the fact that it can gain another 2,000 attack for its link rating, so that's pretty good. But yeah, access code is better than Boral Sword. I don't know what I was doing with Boral Sword, but yeah. I played 1 copy of Double Bite Dragon. Shout out to Jimothy Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, he was actually the one who put this in his Unchained deck, but it's actually a super, super good card. So it just needs 2 link monsters, which might sound difficult, but it's actually super easy. It gains attack equal to the combined link rating times 300, unaffected by monster effects except link effects, and it cannot be destroyed by battle except with linked monsters. This card is basically like a toned down version of the Infinitrack Fortress Megaclops. Like, it's super easy to go into. It's got a super powerful effect, on top of the fact that if you can get 2 copies of Unchained Soul of Anguish out on the field, you can get this card to gain 1,800 attack, putting it well over 3,000, which is really, really nice. Going into some Xyz monsters, because I really wanted that Xyz option, I played 1 copy of Nightmare Shark, because this card, I'll explain the play later. 1 copy of Wind Up Zen Mains, because it's a really generic card that just gets some free pops. 2 copies of Divine Arsenal Zeus. So basically, the whole combo play here is you special summon Nightmare Shark, use its effect, attack directly. Then you can special summon a Zeus on top of that. On top of the fact that your monsters want to be destroyed. So if you can get rid of like one of your tour guides by doing this, like let's say you summon a tour guide, summon like a Serrama, overlay into a Zeus, into a Nightmare Shark, attack for 2,000, go into a Zeus. Then you can pull off all your combo plays from there. Like you said, one of your escape, special summon Serrama, use its effect, special summon, or Aruha, special summon a Serrama, then use one of them to go into the Solar Disaster, which is a really good play. Like, really, this deck has just so much versatility and is so good that, like, I really think with a little bit of a push, this deck can shoot up to well past Rogue. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, let me know what you thought. Let me know if there's anything you would change about the deck. Would you change up the hand trap lineup? Would you cut the last Serrama? Would you change up the Soul lineup? Yeah, that's pretty much it, and I'll see you in the next Yu-Gi-Oh video. Peace, guys.